Hello everybody and welcome back to the 21st race of the season. We're here at Kansas for the second to last race of the season, trying to figure out who's going to be our champion. And 1 second. Had to sneeze, I'm sorry, I don't like y'all hearing that. So we're back here, and it is looking like Daniel Maxwell has just been dominant in this chase so far. He is now, though, first, 8 points. He's now 8 points ahead. I'm so sorry. 8 points ahead of Chris Dodd, who gained 30 positions, and then Patrick Gill or Grayson Acevedo as well as 8 points. So Grayson and Chris Dodd are tied. If it does come down to a tie in the championship, of course, it's wins, top 5s, top 10s, and then even if they're all even, somehow polls, and then if those are all even, we go to the average finishing position, I believe. But we are here. For Kansas for the first time this season. We came here twice last season, and it was Jeff Fraser who picked up the last win here in the 10 car. So yeah, so it'll be an interesting race. On pole we have the 48 of John Andrews next to Daniel Maxwell, who is the man that everyone is chasing, trying to close in on these points. Matthew Johnson, Zachary Fitzwater, Keith Batson, your top 10. Then we go JT Bryant, Chester Harvey, Carson Scott, and Ryan Madden. Last week's winner, John Arndt. 2 weeks winner, Carson Scott, both starting inside the top 10. I'll look through the rest. You'll see the chase drivers by the orange banner. But update on AS Racing, who is coming to this series next year. You saw Carson starting right in front of John. And so John Arndt and Carson are starting their team. Ron and Edwin Mendez are out the field, starting up their team next year. Both of them, the last two winners in the series. So right there, that just goes to show how they've been going and everything. And they're excited to get their team together. It's going to be a 5-car team, 4 full-time cars. So it'll be very interesting. So let's go ahead and get the commando. Hopefully y'all heard that. I could barely hear it myself because my volume is not loud. But we're going ahead, getting ready to go green. The chase is what matters here today. 2 races determining a champion. Daniel Maxwell starting in second is the points leader. As we come back, we'll look at the field. Here's Chris Dodd, where we find him. He's starting kind of far back. There he is in the 87. He's second in points. As we go to the front. Second in points. Now 8 points back. He was the regular season champion, won it by I'm not sure how many, and now he is only 8 points back from Daniel Maxwell. He doesn't have a win, but he could easily become the chase champion as well. Now we're getting green. John Andrews, real good start for him. We're green flag racing here at Kansas. And easily John Andrews leads lap 1. Is a 41 lap race. Keith Batson up to second. He finished career best second last week at Rockingham. Said, so close. He really wanted it, but now he said he's closed in, and he is only 17 points out from the race lead. So it's not impossible for him, or points lead, not impossible for him to somehow claim this championship still. As you see, Daniel's already worked on that inside. Very, very talented driver here by Daniel Maxwell. The inside is definitely where you want to be. You can see this inside is getting going. Look at William Brock, who's came up here, got his first DNF of the season last week. As we're flying through the field, that kind of hurt your head probably. But here's Ryan Madden. We haven't talked much about Ryan this whole season, and here late he is kind of running better than he was. As you see, he's going for the race lead now under John Andrews, who's returning in this 48. But it will be part of AS Racing, not just JA Racing. John Arndt Racing is now going to be Arndt Scott Racing. So, interesting there. Now you see Daniel Maxwell, Miles Jones, two chase drivers get around, or trying to get around John John Andrews. And Miles is actually going to move Daniel up the track, which could not be good for Daniel. If he doesn't get back on this inside, he could maybe get stuck up there and lose a few positions. You see Zednik Price. Here's Joseph Romanok and Colin Lindsay. Colin, who took a wild ride at Rockingham, is back here in the series running well. And now for the race lead. No, wow. Ryan Madden's actually checking out a little bit. This is for second. Here comes William Brock after his first DNF of the season last week. He's up here already in second. And he's going to slide up the track. Here comes Zednik Price. And look who's already back on the bottom. The 48 of John Andrews. And they're wrecking in the back. It looks like it might be J Day. And there's no caution. Is there for real no caution? No caution for J Day's hit. Him and Brandon Bent. Hard hit for J Day, it looked like. Surprised there was no caution. Maybe he didn't go completely around. I'm not sure, but we are still green here. Maybe because it was at the back of the pack. We zoomed out and we saw them wrecking. There you can see the smoke. We're going to have to check on that very soon. But you see now Zednik Price is up here. Sorry, just making a note real quick. You see Zednik Price is up here trying to challenge for the race leader. Here's Noah Kramer. He won't be racing next season in this 43. The 43, though, will be part of the AS racing like we've been talking about lately. And so that will be a very interesting type of groups of cars, the 43. And Jay is coming down pit road after that hit. Tough break for him. It looks like he was running in the back. We will check on him if we get time to. And caution, it says caution's out now. Caution's now out, and it's Joshua Jones. He was involved in a wreck on the backstretch. A bunch of drivers were. Chris Dodd was involved. It looks like he's got some back end damage. John Arndt, last week's winner. Oh, Keith Batson maybe? No, Keith is good. So caution's out here for the first time here today. Now it is out. And it is Ryan Madden, the race leader. We're going to go check on the caution. Caution's out here on lap 8 of 41. JJ looks like he just gets stuck in the middle. Caution did not come out for this wreck right here. Emmanuel Hartnett makes a bold move on the inside. Trying to just go through wide. JJ gets into Patrick Gill and Brandon Bent as a result. And we can just watch from here what happens. It looks like Brandon gets away, it looks like, but I think Brandon actually is going to get in the back of him. Anthony Corby as well gets maybe a little. Oh, Brandon's going to tap Jay Day and Jay into the back of the wall, and he does go around. I'm very surprised caution did not come out of that. Maybe because he was in the back of the pack and everything. We'll watch it at full speed one time for Jay Day in the 17 car. Yeah, so that's why the first wreck of the race was not a caution, and then we saw the 5 car get torn up a few. He's running not too bad, about 16th. Chris Dodd as well, who was involved. We'll fast forward it some. Joshua, not right there. Don't want to miss it. And I think it's going to be... Oh, wow, they go 4 wide. That is probably what did it. JT Bryant, Joshua Jones, Tyler Merkel, and James Richardson. How does that happen? Looks like the 5 just catches the 24, and they slow down. Oh, some bumping, and then Joshua gets turned. Oh, wow, this could have been real bit. Oh, middle of the track. A lot of drivers actually will get involved. Nowhere to go for many drivers. We're going to have to go helicopter. There we see it. Joshua into the wall hard. Tyler Merkel, JT Bryant, James Richardson, Anthony Newton with a hard hit to James Richardson. I don't think Chris Dodd actually got as much damage as I believe. He did get ran into the back. He ran into some people, but not as much as I did believe at first. Here's a wider view. You see JT Bryant up there. Almost got away. A lot of drivers on the inside. Zachary Fitzwater. So let's go on board with Joshua. He was running 21st when this happened. He is in the chase. He's 8th, though. Wow. Not sure how much damage he received, and we're going to go aboard with Anthony Newton. Then we're going to go ahead and go see if we have any pit stops. They're just right into the 6 car, nowhere to go. And that tears up Anthony Newton's engine. So, looks like multiple cars here. Chase drivers, let's name them. Just real quick, so if you're in the chase, you know Keith Batson. I believe Patrick Gill maybe got a little damage. Alright, Chris Dodd, Joshua Jones, and Joshua looks to be torn up. I think Joshua might be done. Those are the worst ones, and we're going back green very soon. It is the 88 of Ryan Madden out front. Pit stops here. It looks like we're going to have them. These drivers love fresh tires here in the Cup Series, and it's going to be the 88 of Ryan Madden leading them on. Not sure if we'll see any strategy here. This caution came a little later than last week, of course. Last week we wrecked on turn 2, I believe, on the first lap. So 8 laps gave the drivers some time, and I believe everyone's going to hit pit road. So the 88 is the race leader, so we'll watch him, see if anyone can beat him off. Here's Daniel Maxwell. Going to have that second pit stall, very, very valuable, but John has the first. And Ryan Madden easily wins it off. Ryan Madden, Zednick Price, Noah Kramer, Christian Mizjak, Colin Lindsay, and then Daniel Maxwell. So we look, yeah, it looks like everyone's getting on and off pit road fine, and we will be back when we get the 1 to go. Ryan Madden is your race leader. Alright, we come back. The 17 car, I believe he's off pit road. No, he's still on pit road. I thought I had saw him. He is 3 laps down. That's J Day. The 89 is still on track. Michael Harvey, he is a lap down. He should be coming around. Yeah, there he goes. Lining up on the inside for the restart. And then Joshua Jones is going to end the day out of the race. Anthony Newton as well. Both of them blew their engines after the accident. Not what Joshua wanted. He came 24 points back in the chase. He had closed in after Rockingham, but just not going to be enough. That's probably just killed his chase hopes. Yeah, this is the first race where we'll really get to see who's eliminated from the chase. Right now, Colin and Matthew, who's tied for last in the chase, are 43 points back. Technically, they're not eliminated, but it's going to take a lot for them. Now, if you're more than 40 points, really, you can more than 30, really, you can just. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. The 88's the race leader. That is Mr. Madden. Ryan Madden, that is. Ran the Truck Series last year and is up here in the Cup Series. Not sure if we'll see him race next year. But here we go. Going to restart on lap 12 of 41. 30 laps to go here at Kansas. Ryan Madden is the race leader. And Michael Harvey is extremely slow. There's J Day. He was catching up to the field. Not sure how smart of an idea that was, because I don't think he's up to speed. You'll see he'll get put in the middle right here, coming off for turn 2. There's Michael Harvey. They're both holding up this track, this inside lane, and there's going to be a big gap for this front group of cars. It looks like Zednick Price took the race lead as we're watching this, but I want to make sure everyone gets past them. J Day's actually going to drive around Michael. Michael's even slower than J Day. Now this outside lane, you can see drivers jump into the outside trying to get going. It looks like Joseph Romanok stuck in this inside lane. Patrick Gill, Miles Jones, Chris Dodd. Those are some chase drivers. And we're going to the race lead. And now it's actually Noah Kramer going to the race lead. He's getting a push from Colin Lindsay. Now Colin's going to try to look on the inside. Not enough momentum. And here's Mr. Dunlaprat and Arvon Alonso. Both of them from Philippines Racing Developmental. Horrible season for both of them. Not what they really wanted. Arvon back in 35th in points. Dunlaprat 19th. Not terrible, but... And now Colin's going to be bombarded from all sides. And it looks like your top 10 have pulled away from this second pack. They're over maybe about 3 seconds faster than them, as they're still trying to get around this 89 of Michael Harvey. JT Bryant takes an unscheduled pit stop. And Arvon Alonso up to 8th. Probably the best run he's had all season. And he's going to have a run into turn 1. Can Arvon Alonso take the race lead here in his 8 car? And he's going to get 3 wide by Jesse Turner, who's getting a push from William Brock. Arvon had the lead, but not for long. Here comes Jesse Turner to the race lead. It looks like your top 10 now has about a 2.5 second buffer lead, it looks like. And now William to the inside after his first DNF of the season. He is up here. He won at a 1.5 mile track earlier this season. In fact, we haven't raced that many 1.5 miles. He won the one that was 2 races ago. So we don't have many 1.5 mile tracks at this race in this series for sure. You can see a lot of drivers spread out for sure. And J-Day's actually kind of up to speed now that he's getting going and everything. I believe Mike Tolan, Grayson Acevedo, and Matthew Brown, 11th, 12th, 13th, maybe about to be 14th. They're kind of closing in on this front pack. Maybe just a little bit. And we got some bumping going on as we see Williams out front. Christian Misdrack running second, trying to take it from Daniel Maxwell. And now JT Bryant's on pit road. I believe I said JT Bryant was on pit road when it was Emmanuel Hartnett, the 62 car. If we find him, he must... Yeah, there he is. There was Emmanuel Hartnett, not JT Bryant. I apologize for that. And here comes Ron Alonso once again. Hair gel. The Daytona 500 champion 1 season ago. Noah Kramer. And this top 10 just keeps trading all positions pretty much. But Daniel Maxwell's up here. This is what these drivers do not want to see. Chris Dodd with some bad luck early. Grayson Acevedo running right outside the top 10. Not what they want to see. Daniel running inside this top 10. Daniel, though, has really turned it on since the chase started. Had 1 win before the chase. Right before the chase, really. It's about 3 races before. And I'd say after the All-Star break, he really turned it on. As you see, Vaughn passes Christian Misdrack. But Noah Kramer had the run. Might take second from him here. Yes, Daniel Maxwell had a great run after the All-Star break, and he is up here now. His teammates Joshua and Matthew Brown were so good at the beginning of the season as well. Joshua's kind of fallen off here late. Here's Bobby Fraser. Haven't talked about him much this season. Not the season he really wanted coming in here. Just not what he wanted, trying to repeat as a champion. He can't even win the championship now, but still can get a win and maybe go. And now we see Vaughn actually get the race lead. My bad, stopping on Bobby Fraser so suddenly. But Vaughn's going to have the race lead. Could Vaughn lead his first lap of the season? I believe it would be his first lap of the season. If he gets it, he will. And here comes Noah Kramer, though. Noah Kramer on his inside. Jesse Turner is as well. And now Vaughn's all alone. He's going to go from 1st to 5th just like that in 1 turn. He can hop down low and there's not enough room. Looks like Colin Lindsay, Dunlop Pratt falling back from the front group now. So we're flying by. Chris Dodd not running too bad after the accident. He is currently, looks like 22nd, 21st, around there. Miles Jones not having the best run. Joseph Romanek. Now Keith Batson's leading some drivers on for green flag pit stops. That's Matt Johnson, Carson Scott, Brandon Bent. So we got pit stops coming up soon, and it looks like the 88er ride Madden reclaimed the race lead, and he checked out. The 6 of James Richardson. No one else came down. Yeah. So Keith Batson leading them down, and now we have some leaders coming down. This is where you got to be careful, not wreck coming on pit road. You're seeing everyone come down pit road, making sure no one's crashing. Looks like that is it. So Jesse Turner, Zednik, Arvon, Colin, Bobby Fraser's kind of caught up, but those are the top in the top group. Those 4 stayed out. And first off pit road, by the way, off of that second group, so like the leader group will be, I believe everyone else came down pit road just right then. Yeah, everyone's on pit road now, so everyone's made their second pit stop of the day. And the race leader, when we go back, looks like it's going to be Christian Misdrack. And something might be wrong with Daniel Maxwell. They're servicing him for a little bit, and he has a long pit stop. Daniel Maxwell with some issues on pit road. Not what he wanted. Sorry if you hear the clicking. I'm trying to stay up. It looks like maybe Jesse Turner is going to win off this second group of cars. But this might bunch the field back up, because look how close these drivers are coming off. Carson Scott blew up. He was running in the back of the pack, your Talladega winner from 2 weeks ago, and he blew up coming off pit road. Maybe missed a shift or something. No caution, but he did blow up. It looks like the 44 Mike Tolan has stayed out longer than everyone. Now he's going to come down pit road. And the race leader, it looks like, is going to actually be Jesse Turner coming back. Christian and all these are trying to get a run on Ravon. As Ravon's trying to get up to speed, or hair gel that is. But I think Jesse Turner is going to be our race leader. So no caution out for Carson Scott in the 25. And there's the 44. They passed the 44, so it is going to be Jesse Turner, the Daytona 500 winner from this year. And second, Christian Mizrak in the 19. As everyone's settling through, then we'll go find the chase drivers, because right now I see none. This top 7, top 8, I think 9th is Colin Lindsay. I think he's going to be... Actually, the 62 and the 24 are up here inside the top 10. They kind of short pitted. They had to come down for unexpected pit stops. So they kind of short pitted. And the 7 car is way back here. Daniel Maxwell is currently running 30th. Not what he needed. As well as John Andrews. Something happened on that 7's pit stop. Not sure what it was, but he... And look at Michael Harvey merge on track, trying to slow these guys down. But something big happened to that 7 car. And it looks like the 58 Ferdinand had a header issue, and so he is now out of the race. Carson's 3 laps down. I believe he maybe just got off pit road. I think we just saw a pass for the race lead, or I think Carson's still on pit road. Yeah, Carson's still on pit road. The race leader is still actually the 19 car, who got passed by Ryan Madden again. So Ryan Madden back to the race lead. Actually, it was Jesse Turner who was the race leader when we went away from this front group. So Ryan Madden, Hair Gel of Ron Alonso, Dunlop Prad, Jesse Turner, Christian, and the 43 of Noah Kramer. It's your top 6. The 63 and the 8, their teammate Ferdinand is out of the race with a header issue. Could that be scaring them up here, the 63 and 8? I'm not sure. It could be. That might not be too good of a thing, though. So we'll have to watch on them, see if it's something out of that stable. But Ryan Madden is having such a good race. I have not talked about him much this season, and he is up here. So chase drivers, William Brock is up to 8th. He is fast since new tires. Colin Lindsay is 9th. And now Dejon Weeks just moves inside the top 10. Here's Matthew Brown. Chris Dodd is right here. I believe that's around 20th. 18th. With the 7 all the way back here in 29th. This 87, Grayson Acevedo as well, who's running right out here, right inside the top 20. Something big could be going on there. So this chase battle might close in as they caught the 6, passed the 6, and Dunlop Pride took the race lead as that happened. I think we're going to see one more round of pit stops, so don't take that out. We're coming to 11 to go next time by. There's a wide shot. You see how hard these drivers are racing. We're going to jump on board with Christian Mizrak right now, who's running second. He's right on the back bumper of Dunlop Pride with 11 laps to go. And Dunn's going to slide up the track, and Christian Mizrak back to the race lead. Here he comes. So top 4, bumper to bumper. Christian next to Dunn. He's got Ravon behind him, and that's 2 Philippines Racing Developmental teammates back there behind Christian Mizrak. And on the move, though, is the 99 of William Brock. And now Ravon once again is going to try to go to the race lead here with 10 to go. Ravon back to the race lead. Does he keep it for longer? No, he's going to slide up the track. Here comes Noah Kramer. Down the backstretch, Noah Kramer once again side by side. He's got Zednik Price. And he's got Mr. William Brock in the 99. When do these drivers hit pits again? The 7 hasn't moved up much. He is still running all the way back in 26. He's actually gained a little positions, it looks like. And look at this front pack. Zednik to the race lead. You got a pack of chase drivers back there all around the 20th position. Matthew Brown, 19th. Chris Dodd, 20th. Grayson Acevedo, Joseph Romanok, Miles Jones. And they catch the 89 car. That's going to slow William Brock, and it looks like it's going to slow Noah and Arvon and Christian all stuck on the outside. They're going to have to duck to the inside. But Zednik pulled away a little bit because of that. And this is allowing this second group to catch up. Arvon still stuck behind Michael Harvey. Still stuck behind him. He was running so good. He's back in 10th. Not the season he wanted, but this race really looked like it could turn around for him. And he's going to get stuck behind him here late. Just under 10 laps to go. I believe we're going to see pit stops once again soon, though, so don't be too scared. It's Zednik, William, and Dejon. Where Dejon's marched his way up to this front of the pack as well. He's got some back end damage, but he's still going strong here in 3rd. Hasn't done much since he came back in the series. He raced last year, missed the first couple races because he was just being an owner, and then he pulled out Philip Goldberg, and he took over this 3 car, or 21 car, my bad. And now maybe pit stops, yes! William. They pit with 7 to go. William Brock, Ryan Madden. Does the early pit stops have the advantage? That's going to be the question. Matthew Brown, Miles Jones, some more chase drivers. James Richardson. And we got to watch Daniel Maxwell. He's going to come early here. This could change where he was running. He was running up front. Bad pit stop last time. We're going to watch his pit stop this time. See if they have any issues this time. I know he's running in the back, but he is the points leader, so we're going to just watch him. William Brock already in and out. A quick pit stop for William Brock, as well as Ryan Madden. They don't need much fuel to make it to the end. Alright, so we're watching Daniel Maxwell pit stops. Is he even going to take any tires? I think it might just be a gas and go. Gas and go from Daniel Maxwell. I think that's what many of these drivers are just going to take. The second group's on pit road, but right now the Dodge Motorsport teammates are out front, but I believe they might be coming very soon. The 2, the 3, and the 80. Here they come. Arvon Alonso's trying to stay out. The 44, we know he stayed out longer than everybody last time. Here comes Grayson Acevedo, who's also technically second in points, so I believe the race leader, though, right now, if it cycled through just normally, might be the 99 of William Brock. He's running right in front. And as soon as I say that, Dejon, I believe, got off way ahead of William Brock. 3 laps to go. Now Arvon and Mike hit pit road. Mike Tolan. I believe Dejon could be the race leader when everything cycles through. Late pit stops here. Or maybe Colin Lindsay will be. He's down the backstretch. He's got 2 wins this season. Almost more than everybody else. Here's Dejon. Colin Lindsay, maybe the race leader after? The 7 car, Miles Jones. Oh, Chris Dodd's blown up in the last 3 laps. Chris Dodd came in second in points. He was running way in front of the 7 car here late. And he's blown up with just 2 laps to go. Heartbreak out of his car, and it looks like the 44 was the race leader last time, so Colin Lindsay's the race leader here. Colin's last in chase points, 43 points back, and Chris Dodd just bad luck earlier, and it caught up to him, and he's out of the race. So battle for second, Mike Tolan. Mike Tolan came in 5th in points, 13 points back. William Brock's up there. William came 10th in points, 37 points back. Daniel Maxwell is currently running 29th, so he's gained no positions. But who's way out front? The 3 car. I think they added less fuel. His teammate's up to second now. A 1-2 finish for Dodge Motorsports might be coming up soon, guys. Colin Lindsay off turn 4 is going to see the white flag for the 3rd time in his career. He did it at Martinsville. He did it at Indy. And he might do it again here today at Kansas if he can finish it off. His teammate Zednik is 2nd. William 3rd. Dejon, Dunlap, Mike Tolan. The 88 Ryan Madden, Christian Misdrak, Noah Kramer, and Anthony Corby round out your top 10. It's a 3-wide battle back here for 3rd. Colin Lindsay off turn 4. He's done it twice before. He's going to become a 3-time winner and the most wins of the season. Colin Lindsay wins it here at Kansas. Zednik, Dunlap, Dejon, Mike, and the 99 fell right outside of a top 5 at the very end there. The 3 car of Colin Lindsay picks up his 3rd career win as well as his 3rd win of the season. Zednik Price will finish 2nd. Dunlap, Dejon Weeks, Mike Tolan. Ryan Madden, William Brock, Christian Misdrak, Noah Kramer, Anthony Corby, your top 10. Chester Harvey, Jesse Turner, Nick Perkles, Irvon Alonso after having probably the best race of the season for him. Bobby Fraser, Matthew Brown, Keith Batson, Patrick Gill, Grayson Acevedo, Miles Jones. A group of chase drivers right there. Round out your top 20. Chris Dodd looks like he had a piston issue. Carson had a valve issue, both of them. And Ferdinand, all 3 of them, ended up retiring at one point. We're going to go ahead and export this race. It is official. Now, as we're entering it, you can look at the final if I didn't say your name. Congratulations to Colin Lindsay. Not sure, though, if this is really going to help him too much. He came in 37 points back, 42 points back. So, not sure how that's all going to work out. But as we're looking at points now, we have a new points leader. It looks like Daniel falls all the way back to 4th. But when y'all see this, y'all will not believe it. It is Mike Tolan ahead by 10 points over Grayson Acevedo, Patrick Gale, and Daniel Maxwell. Going into the final race, it is Mike Tolan. He finished here. He came at the end. He finished 5th. So he's got a 10-point lead on 3 drivers, then a 17-point lead back to Keith Batson, and Colin jumped up to 8th, 26 points back. He's actually tied for 6th with William, Miles, and Colin. They're all 26 points back. Joshua, Matthew Brown, and Joseph Romanok all 30-plus points back. They might be done. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this race. Congratulations to Colin Lindsay on his 3rd career win. We're going to Homestead next week. Going to be an exciting race. 10 positions is all it takes for Mike Tolan to clinch this championship. Something happens to him, then Grayson, Patrick, Daniel, all right there, 10 points back. Keith Batson, 17 points back. And then a group of 3 drivers who are 26 points back. So Homestead, I believe, will be a pretty fun race. This was a good race, I believe. A lot better than Rockingham last week. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And don't forget to hit subscribe. We're still at that 111. Let's get to 112 soon. Alright, I love all of y'all. Thank you so much for watching.